we are. McLeafz. It's kind of a sad day. Lost a friend in Pennsylvania to this terrible disease called drug addiction. So first, to start off, I'm going to have like a small moment of silence. Rest in peace, Jeffrey Lyons. You will be missed.
The phone didn't want to be silent, though.
Yeah, that was my fault. So, yeah, anyway, tragic stuff, sad. Got a call yesterday when I got to the studio. Luckily, I had a friend let me know, but it is what it is. We go on, that's all we can do. So anyway, I have my friend here with me today, Mr. Butterglass.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty well this evening.
I see that. Got some beautiful glass here on the table. This is why we're over here tonight instead of being over where we're usually at. So, yeah.
Way more space to show the work. I've been
Definitely.
blowing glass for about 7 years. I started off basically buying a torch and not really knowing what the fuck I was doing in the end of it. Learned a little bit online, but there wasn't much, research or information available at that time. So it was a lot of playing around, experimenting, and basically learning how to make what I could envision.
I mean, that's any art. Just like when I bought my tattoo gun, it was the same deal. You just buy it and you go for it. Like, whatever it is. Just like growing. I mean...
Everything. You start at zero.
You have to invest in yourself and believe in yourself if you want to succeed at anything.
Anything's possible as long as you envision it and follow everything,
We've talked about it before. If you've got love for it and you want to do it, do that shit. Don't just sit there fucking around, do it.
Follow your dreams.
Exactly.
Don't worry about where the money's going to come from. It will come if you're on the right track.
Exactly. If you're doing good, it's going to come. That's exactly right. So, anyway. But what you're doing here now with this new patchwork thing is just insane. I love this. It kind of reminds me of, what's that guy, Banjo or something like that? Isn't that one guy's name?
Banjo, he's an amazing glassblower.
But what's the one that does the... Is that Banjo, though, that I'm talking about?
I'm sure he's done chip stack work. He's done such amazing work throughout the years of his career. After 20 years, you've done almost everything imaginable in glass at the end of the day. So, so many things, so many times until you just got to try expanding. You see somebody else do something and you really find it interesting. You're going to kind of pursue that because you want to come up with your own idea and own technique and basically create something amazing that you can push somebody else's tech that maybe they gave you.
That's right. That's all, the art. Just keep pushing the art. Push the envelope and just be better than who you were before. And I'm telling you, dude, from where you started to what you're building now is impeccable. Like, literally. This is the first piece that I ever got from this guy. And I still use this thing to this day. I call it the devil.
Made of dragon's blood. It's probably about 3 years old now. I
think it was a little older than that.
Maybe 4.
You had it in your stash or something.
It's been around for a while.
It's got the little...
These things are designed to last. I don't want them to break. I want people to have a forever thing. Glass can last forever.
Yeah.
It's up to, how you treat it, how you protect it, how you take care of things in the end. If you put a lot of investment like a car or anything, you got to take care of that stuff.
That's right. You
just can't, neglect it and not pay it any mind because then, stuff does happen to it.
Exactly. That's what I tell people because we had a piece break here last week during the show. Glass does break. I mean, there's not much you can do with it when something's about 1 millimeter thick or whatever that thickness is. What's this, like 3 millimeter maybe?
Honestly,
remember I used to ask you that.
Probably,
like,
yeah.
Dude.
It's hard to say the
it.
millimeter. I make these things, and Sometimes they're really thick, and then by the time I'm in working them, I've blown them out and made them thinner. And just to get all these different, shapes, forms, you kind of want a different variation inside the glass, texturally and with thickness. So,
Well, getting the airflow is what I'm amazed by. Is getting the proper draw, the perfect like hit, like you know what I mean, like because that seems like that would be the hardest part of the process.
it is. It's a lot of playing around, tweaking designs, making stuff works
And you can't really
functionally
test
and
it until
properly.
it's been in the kiln,
No, you
so-
can't. These things are red hot. You can't touch this stuff with your hands at all. Everything is kept around 14 to 1600 degrees. When it's molten and fluid, it's up to around like 2000, 2400 degrees. So you just don't want to reach out and touch these things. This is nothing you do with your hands. This is all gravity and heat and just control.
Yeah, definitely. It's insane though. I know I saw a picture with Jerome Baker at his studio where he was holding a great big like chillum, I believe it was for Leafly or something. It was huge, but I mean he was in a full body suit, like the head, the whole everything, holding this thing like it was a baby, like trying to get it to the kiln. That's pretty insane. It was probably as big as a person.
It's impressive. You can make anything that your mind can really imagine, and if you have the right tools, you can get any job done.
Yeah, I heard a story once of Tommy Chong wanted $1 million bong. He wanted $1 million glass bong with chips and a glass chip, or I mean, diamond chips and gold and everything else in this thing. But Paris finally talked him out of it. Like that'd be insane. $1 million fucking bong.
Hey, I'm sure
If
that
you've got
one
the
day there will
excess-
be $1 million bong.
Yeah.
Look at what Canada did for a little bit, 20 or 12 grand for a piece of ceramic.
What? 12 grand?
12 grand. They said pipe makers have no skill and originality, so they were like, let's create something out of ceramic and say we can do it better. So a lot of people got pretty angry in the little community that is glass and started making them out of glass just to show them, even I made one at the end of it, just to put a kick in the dog
Just a
while it's
big
down.
Fuck you.
Yeah, saying
Yeah.
people can't be creative and original, and you go to shops and you don't see it. You're going to the wrong shops if you're looking for this stuff, If you're going to that little rinky-dink store around the corner, that's gas station. You're buying something from China. Let's be honest,
that
people.
Amazon delivery. That's
Yeah.
not going to be something
Yeah.
blown by any artist because any artist that put his work into it and his time and his money isn't going to do that. Those companies with that shitty glass, most of that has been so mass produced and just pumped through, lathes and whatever. Bam, there it is.
It's a factory,
Like-
and I remember, very famous artist, and I was watching one of his live feeds the other day, and he was talking about going to one of these China facilities, and they have 25 different people work on making a straight tube. One that just does the foot, one that just does the joint, one that just makes the mouthpiece, and it's so that if they ever leave the company, they don't know the start to end process.
Yeah, they don't
Their
want 'em to be the full-on
knowledge is
artist.
very limited, and a lot of them are starting to think, hey, we can figure this out once you get so good at this, hey, and you want to pursue this for the rest of your life. You got to imagine they can make a lot more money doing this stuff on their own, and hopefully they do.
Yeah.
I'd love to see those factories
Get out of the
go out
machine.
and actual artists appear out of like thin air. That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to think. Some of those artists, maybe that is how they tried to start. Break out of the machine and, I don't want the machine to grind me up. I want to stay out of the machine as long as I possibly can.
Yeah, and the conditions. You got thousands of things going on around you. It's nice being in a small private studio like myself with not a bunch of people, not a bunch of distractions.
Yep.
I get to focus on art.
It's the best way to, like, when I grow, it's the same thing. Like, I'm an artisan grower, so I don't want to be in the commercial scene, the setup. I mean, that's grand and great and all, but a plant needs the care it deserves, just like your art. It's the same deal. Like, each piece, you talk about the hours that it took you to make it. Each one of these pieces, like, which one took you the longest to make?
Oh God. Looking at them all right now, there's just so much time invested on this table. This is like the past 2 weeks worth of work for me, honestly, because I've done a lot of special and unique things to each one. Probably this basket weave pattern. I make all this into a long flat cane, and then I turn it into like a little tile. I cut it, and it looks like little tiles. And I alternate the pattern, and then I pick each one of those up, and I attach them one by one in a circle to create a tube.
It's crazy.
And,
it looks like little candies put together, like when you were doing it. It literally looked like, that candy that you buy, and it's like that little layered stack. That's what it looked like, exactly. Like,
oh God, if I could do my kitchen,
I saw that shit. I was like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
That cane, that may be the next thing. Is hey,
possibly.
Kitchen backsplashes, they'd be fucking amazing. Even getting a sink.
Well, there's already like artistic shit like that.
Yeah, there is.
They do metalworking ones like that. Dudes do actually do the. You know what I'm saying?
But to
so
actually
why couldn't there be a glass market
make
for
some, you have to find somebody who really wants a.
Oh yeah.
Something unique and special in their house.
And that couldn't be exactly cheap for anyone because.
Oh God, you're talking $10,000 job. This flat cane is not an easy task to make.
I can't imagine the work that you would have to do a backsplash for anything.
But it's just having different ideas like that. Hey, the pipe market could fall out, and I'm going to go into home building supplies, people. So get ready for your nice home decorations.
You never know. You do never know. That is definitely a big thing. So you said you did this one in Joker theme, which, obviously anybody that knows me, when I did my Halloween show, I was in Joker Sting attire. So, yeah, I think that's just incredible.
So there's Joker theme one here. It's my own custom line pool. Obviously, I want whites, blacks, purples, greens. And then I have this really nice purple that's called... I always say it backwards. I'm going to say satin purple, but it's purple satin. Or satin purple.
There's 10 million colors.
God, there's actually, this one's pretty like straightforward, but it's just always.
It's like weed strains though. The colors you have for your glass tubes, it's like you'll start naming them all. This is dragon's
By the end of it,
blood.
you do end up forgetting half the stuff. For real, people.
There's just too many.
I smoke. Come on now, I can't be but so much.
You're supposed to have that in your memory warehouse.
Memory warehouse, every color on point, let me tell you. I remember the memories of making them. I remember the day. I remember like how I got rid of them. I like my pieces to have a connection with people. Yeah. It's about the connection.
The piece basically is supposed to pick the person, like the tattoo. Every tattoo I've ever gotten has picked me. I didn't pick my tattoos. They all ended up falling into place anyway, like they were supposed to be there. Just like every glass piece I have, every friend I have, anything in life, I guess, eh?
Yeah, everything like that, just kind of falls in line. If you're on the right track and you're doing the right stuff, everything you can imagine is possible. It just keeps coming true year after year, as long as you believe it will.
That's right.
You can't dwell on any of the bad stuff.
And it's funny to see how far we've come in the past 3 years or whatever it's been, eh?
Yeah, it's definitely a journey. It's always a journey.
Like, now you're in, like, some of the nicest glass galleries in the city.
Yeah, DC. They've been treating me
Gallery,
right.
that's
a lot of my pieces up over there.
Shop in the city. So, shout out to Bo Kenny. And that's my man right there. He knows
dude,
that.
they're dope. I
Wash
love
Hydro
DC.
and Potomac Hydro are my two shops. Potomac Hydro is my number one shop because that's home. But Wash Hydro and his glass gallery, those are family, for real.
Yeah, they're super nice people. All original. You can't get any better. You really can't get any better than those people over there. They're just fucking sweet and awesome. They treat you amazing. They're just real people. At the end of the day, they're just really real.
That's why they knew to carry your glass.
Yeah.
Because they wanted
I like going
real people
over to their place.
gallery.
It's great. It's awesome. They're really nice people.
So you've been to the mansion?
Yeah, I've been to the mansion. It's
pretty goddamn sweet, right?
Mind blowing. You get there and it's like
Hugh
Hefner-ish.
Well, that's kind of Bo's thing anyway.
Yeah, but it's just dope. I love it. It's just how he is, and it's such an amazing thing.
Exactly. It's a lot different from when up in the collective, up on 18th, where we used to be. Like that was like an apartment kind of. and then he went over to the mansion, and that's like another world. Like it's
It is.
completely another world.
Super sweet.
But this city's come a long way since we sat back here in the same studio in little bullshit behind a cubicle doing dabs like during the slab hour. Shout out Phone Homie.
Phone Homie.
Yeah. So it has definitely been a ride. But anyway, a guy has returned to indie wrestling this week. Yeah, I know you don't really watch wrestling, but I need to. It's just a wrestling show, so I
Nah,
need to
it's
at least
cool.
get a wrestling video in there a little bit.
I don't remember. I'm just gonna light this out.
Yeah, there you go. But anyway, this indie wrestling thing is something I've been into all my life. So Jimmy Jacobs got into some shit with the WWE 'cause he's one of the most incredible writers in wrestling and a really great entertainer in the ring. And he made his way back to the ring with Sami Callihan, who is another incredible talent. Either one of you guys, you ever want to come to this studio Saturday night, 9 o'clock, or just give me a call. We can talk. But Jay, if you could play that video for me of that little match.
Wrestle Circus! I said last time I was here that independent wrestling runs through Sami Callihan. Everyone talks about King this, Prince that, Queen this, Queen that, but the only thing they should be talking about is the real King of the Indies, Sami Callihan. Now everybody take a knee and all hail the King.
One of the all-time greats in Ring of Honor, and a now former WWE writer.
The Zombie Princess Jimmy Jacobs is in the house tonight. And it feels good. You guys have no idea how good it feels to be here. This is the first time I have stepped through a curtain and in the ring in front of people in over 2.5 years. Hey, and I know, interrupting, it's a little unprofessional, but bear with me. For the past 2.5 years, I've been wearing a suit and tie and writing promos for guys that couldn't hold my microphone. But while I was gone, I did hear an interview that you did, Sammy, where you talked about NXT's bullshit. This is bullshit. That's bullshit. You want to know what's bullshit?
No, not me getting fired for taking a selfie with the Young Bucks. That was pretty cool. No, Sammy. Everything you say is bullshit. You call yourself a king? Is that right, a king? Well, look, I've been training. Once I get back into ring shape, I'm taking over your kingdom. The king is dead, and the princess is here.
Unprofessional, that's a great joke. No, it's bullshit. See, you want to talk about getting ready to be in the ring. You want to talk about, hey, here in a couple months, you'll be in better ring shape and you can step in the ring. Well, right now you made a mistake because you're standing in the ring and I'm about to knock your head off.
Sami Callihan going after Jimmy Jacobs. Jacobs making a surprise appearance here tonight. It's Sami Callihan. After dismantling Jordan Lennox. Oh, big spear! Spear by Jimmy Jacobs. Former 5-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion Jimmy Jacobs grabs hold of a chair thanks to a fan. There you go. Nice catch.
You can come in the ring right now. I'm ready. Or you can come out and see me at intermission, take a picture with me. I call it the "You're Fired" selfie. Because whether it's now or later, you're going to see me again, because the Zombie Princess is back from the dead.
Jimmy Jacobs defiantly eyeballing Sami Callihan. And perhaps putting a roadblock in the way of Callahan's plans for domination. Jimmy Jacobs, a shocking return to the independent scene here tonight at Circus Mania in Austin, Texas.
That Silence of the Lambs song, dude, is like the shit. Jay, grab a mic. Yeah, usually they're chiming in.
That was crazy. Just gonna take a quick dab here.
Yeah, we got butter over here dabbing on this, one of my new creations.
Smells fucking fire. Smells amazing.
Yeah, this is the guy that makes all this.
Yeah, I made all those,
He
man.
makes all of these, Wiley.
Kick ass.
This guy can make some glass, seriously.
Oh, that's
Butter glass for that ass.
Thanks, man.
Oh man, look at the little
Chip stacks.
chips.
Yeah,
dude,
shit's nuts. First
that
hand.
we were just talking about the way he makes those. It's insane.
Butter.
First hand. That's my style. That's where it came from.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody want to know where my name come from? It's the style. I just went with butter. That's me.
Hey, look, I hit it right in the head, right?
Yeah, if it works. So yeah, definitely. That's crazy. Like I remember when we hit that piece back here forever ago.
Yeah, this piece is very old. A very old piece. From a long
And
time
for me
ago.
to still have it, not have had to have you mess with it at all. Fix
This
it
piece
or
here has a
nothing.
lot of history.
Yeah, it's been around the block a little bit. Like, that's for sure. So that definitely is something.
That was like the joke at the Halloween party is nobody came as the guy from South Park, you know, that guy that's like standing in the middle of the path when Butters comes by.
Yeah.
Hey guy, this path here. That's history.
That's not history. That's funny shit. Yeah, that's Grape Ape by Sour Diesel. Oh, you got one. I forgot. Turping it up.
Terp it up. No, it's really nice, clean, phenomenal taste. Really nice sour. There's the punch. Just like always.
Yeah. Those two strains combined so well. Like, I was so surprised that... Because breeding's never really been my thing. But I really took a couple years out and tried. I mean, you saw, I went down for a little bit and then I came back strong. Like, I just kept hitting. Like, I'll never stop growing. Just like you'll never stop blowing glass.
Yeah, it only gets better. The more experience, the more knowledge you gain, just hands-on, just everything hands-on. And the more hands-on you are, the further you can get with it, and the more beautiful things you create.
Definitely. I know, that's exactly the way it is. Like, it's all your own little bit of art, your own little piece of happiness, like, whatever you like. Dr. Green Thumbs by Dr. Doolittle is how I look at myself, like, but you're Dr. Glassblower, Dr. Butterglass.
I'm just a normal person. I wake up every day. I fucking do normal morning shit, eat breakfast,
That's
and
it.
out to work.
Yeah.
But then I'm at work for like 10 hours all day. So I mean that is the life.
Yeah.
You really want to get good at this stuff? Welcome to the world of standing in a garage for 10 hours. It's very fun. Hope you got internet.
That's fun. No shit. You do have internet in your shop? Obviously, because you're on Wi-Fi. You're on.
Yeah, we
Instagram
have
and shit all the
internet
time.
at my studio, but it's kind of like iffy sometimes. Mainly using the cell phone. And
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm always on the cell phone. I don't really ever use anything else but the phone. So it makes it kind of hard. Like, if you want to actually do anything else, like, you know what I'm saying? These pieces are just ridiculous.
they're just always using Chromecast, so that's I'm always late to reply to everybody because I'm just like on Chromecast.
Chromecast? What, is that like a
It's like you-
Netflix kind of thing?
Nah, it's like you can play your phone on your TV.
What?
Like what's on your phone screen
Oh, yeah,
on your
yeah,
TV.
yeah. Because I use that for YouTube.
Yeah,
I can do that shit with YouTube. Yeah. Push it, like cast it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the shit. Oh, yeah. So we're going to take a little break. And we will be back after these words from our sponsors, Potomac Hydroponics. As always, we thank you. You are the man. Without you, we don't grow. Go ahead, Jay.
DC's #1 recording studio. Listen, vision, listen, vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen, listen,
So, here we are.
What's up, y'all?
Here we are. Here we are.
We're back.
So anyway, I brought a couple more things. Every week I bring a couple of my collection. This week I've brought a signed. Can you get it, Jay?
There it is.
Signed Hulk Hogan. With the certificate of authenticity. Gotta have that certificate. Without that, it don't mean shit. That motherfucker did not sign it. We bought that off somebody on Amazon, and they said they signed it. So anyway, and I got a Rob Van Dam. You know who Rob Van Dam 420 is? I know you don't know much about wrestling, but you know who RVD is?
No, but I see Ozzy right there, and
Yeah,
I
that-
recognize
this-
Ozzy, but I don't know Paul Van Dam.
Yeah, this Rob Van Dam, brother. He is the stoner wrestler of like the 90s with ECW and all that kind of craziness. That's what he was. And this was the issue of High Times where they honored him. Rob Van Dam 420, wrestling's extreme pot smoker.
That's what's up. Probably saved a bunch of his joints.
I guarantee it, because that's what every time he worked out, he would smoke, and that's what he said. He said it would help how he stretched. He said it helped his pain, all that shit. He said mostly before matches he didn't smoke too much, but after matches he would, and before workouts he would.
No, it helps with my pain, back pain, every pain.
If it wouldn't be for smoking, I wouldn't get up in the morning, bro. You
Oh,
know how
I
my
feel
legs
that.
are. I've thrashed myself. Too much snowboarding and everything else, but either way, live hard, die hard.
Hey, been over a table all day. Takes the back pain away.
No doubt. No doubt. So we got a Rick and Morty video. Jay.
Mondays and Fridays at 3 p.m. Central.
All right, here's the plan, Morty. You're gonna go back there, and then you're going to get that Rick clone over there to swallow these pills.
Oh boy, Rick! I don't know if that's a good idea.
Don't worry, Morty. He'll swallow the pills. Just tell him it's Tylenol, Morty. Tell him he has a fever, and then he needs to swallow these Tylenol tablets.
The fever?
Just act natural, Morty. You got it. I believe in you. Here, put this on. It's your disguise. And whatever you do not call him Professor Oak.
all right, I got it.
I'm serious, Morty. Don't call him Professor Oak.
Don't worry, Rick, I won't call him that.
The fate of the world depends on you, Morty. Don't mess this up for the rest of us.
Jeez, Rick. I mean, you're kind of making me nervous here.
One little mistake, and boom, we all die. And it'll be your fault, Morty. All your fault.
God damn!
Shut the f*** up, noob. Not now.
Hey, Rick,
What? How did you get in here, Morty?
I went through the front door.
Oh, I forgot I had one of those. It's a good thing you're here, Morty.
It is?
I need your help with something. Any second now, some middle-aged woman's going to come walking through that door.
Oh, boy.
She's after my Pokemon. My Pokemon, Morty.
What? Why?
Look over there, Morty. We're too late. While we were talking, the middle-aged woman let herself in. She's a stealthy middle-aged woman.
Rick, this is stupid. It's just another Morty clone with a bad toupee.
What are you talking about, Morty? It's a middle-aged woman.
What?
Look at her eyes. You'll notice that's a middle-aged woman.
Rick, I bought these Tylenol tablets for you.
What?
You're very sick, Rick. You need Tylenol.
Now's not the time, Morty. The middle-aged woman is taking the Pokemon out of the Pokeball. He's not supposed to be touching that.
Well, why don't you go tell her to stop?
I can't do that. I'm the professor, Morty. Jeez, you've never played Pokemon before? She's your rival. It's up to you to stop her, Morty.
All right, I'll put an end to this.
What the hell are you doing, Morty? You gotta stop her using another Pokemon.
What?
Go choose your starter Pokemon and battle her with it.
Wait, slow down a bit.
You gotta stop your rival, Morty. Look at her. She's taking your starter Pokemon, too. You're only allowed to take one starter Pokemon, not all three.
Huh?
Look at her. She's touching the Pokemon, Morty. Tell her to stop touching the Pokemon.
Dude, please just slow down, Rick.
Quick, the Pokemon are very uncomfortable. You gotta defeat your rival to stop her from touching the Pokemon, Morty.
Stop talking, Rick.
Professor Oak?
First of all, why can't I stop her myself? Why do I have to use a Pokemon to stop her?
I don't make the rules, Morty. You gotta be fast. Look, your rival is trying to get to bed with the Squirtle, Morty. She brought condoms. She's prepared.
What's she gonna do to it, Rick?
Professor Oak.
I mean, Professor Oak.
Ha! Morty, you idiot.
Oh, man, I said it.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
Oh, jeez. You killed my Rick.
Don't worry, Morty. Everything's fine now. He's a computer simulation.
What?
So yeah, that kind of sucked, huh, Jay? You got your mic, dude? Since
Yo,
we-
that
It
Morty.
did. It did.
Yeah.
I had high hopes because it was Rick and Morty and Pokemon.
I know, but you can't always let that be the deciding
Let
factor.
me see how many views it had. Yeah,
Probably
it has
wasn't
25 million views,
What the fuck? 25 million?
and I didn't laugh once.
How did it get 25? I guess just
Because it's just Rick and Morty. It's the hype. You know, these
It's a
hype
parody,
things in
yeah,
life.
like they're going to watch it regardless.
Basically, they're like, oh my god, it's Rick and Morty, so it might be cool.
hype.
No,
Rick
that's
and Morty.
exactly what we did. Oh yeah, it might be.
I pretty much went with it because Pokemon and then 25 million.
No shit.
You know how many Mortys I saw
you know.
on Halloween?
That probably
Was
was
there a
super
lot,
cool, yo.
Oh, I went to like a festival and there was a
Oh,
ton
that's
of
right. What was
Mortys.
that festival
I
called
went to
you were at?
Nightmare Festival.
Where
which,
was that at?
It's at Darlington.
Where?
Darlington is Maryland. It's Ramblewoods. It's basically this giant campground. You get to go spend the night there for like
it
2
looked
days.
incredible.
It's pretty cool because everybody dresses
It looked
up.
like a straight crazy
you know,
rave shit.
my buddies were Wook hunters and
Wook hunters.
Wook
Like there
hunters.
was the bows and shit.
Well,
Did
they had
bring the
little
bows?
Nerf guns.
That's
Fake-
pretty dope.
fake
Yeah.
bows.
That's pretty sick.
That is.
and they dressed in all camo and like military gear, and then they went as Wook hunters. And
That's great.
like I said, the guy from South Park, I went as the old creepy guy that told like Butters to go down the way spooky trail. This path here has a long time ago. So when you go to a campground, it's pretty great because you could be like, well, those porta potties, they have a lot of history there. People have seen things, done things in there, unspeakable evils.
Unspeakable ills. That shit's insane. So yeah, this Nightmare Festival thing definitely sounds like it would be the shit, like for real.
It's awesome. It's very open.
Did you go there and like sell glass, or did you just go there and party?
A lot of vendors there carry my glass, which is nice. I've vended there before at Dreamscape. I've been to other festivals at this location, so I kind of know how this location goes down, and it's just like a pretty great place.
Kind of woodsy.
It's kind of woodsy. They don't really give a shit. Just like, chill. If you want to smoke, hey, feel free. They don't give a shit. Hey, you're doing anything else? Just keep it to yourself, man.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. Is it like a private property kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a private property kind of thing, and I mean it's a festival of like 6,000 people, and like it gets pretty crazy. They get down. I mean, this is like crazy. They have this thing called Terror Vision,
Yeah.
and that's on the last day. This guy basically does this whole set, and it's like a whole horror thing, and like his music goes to the set, and when like he plays faster, it like slows down, and like it's like needles and eyes and crazy Halloween shit. shit that people don't want you to go to, but you know, you go to this thing and you're like, damn. Such a life experience.
That's insane. That would be completely
It's like a
insane.
fairy tale world.
It would be kind of like a Friday the 13th kind of. If you came in there Halloween Friday, you know what I'm saying? Like Crystal Lake, here you come, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean,
Get
there
that
is all that
ass.
on the screens. Their visual productions are very good.
Did they do like gore shit?
Yeah, it's like gore, but they have like Jason, they have Freddy, they have the classics,
They
but then
didn't
they
do, like,
have like
spitting
their
out
own
blood off
shit.
the stage and shit, did they?
No, they weren't doing no gore shit.
Nothing like,
nothing like that. It was just like straight, really good like
What's
visuals.
the
like
Gore. Gore was the band that does that. Like they'll spit blood.
Midnight
everywhere.
Tyrannosaurus was one of them. I have a horrible time remembering artist names. Unfortunately, I go and have a good time. Like I'm making connections with
Yeah,
people.
it's got to literally stick. Whatever. If it was a really good artist, that's otherwise I won't remember. I mean.
And I mean, it was really awesome, and it's just like a fairy tale world. You just get in burst into this, like, you know, everybody's their own character, and people just do their own wacky things. Like my friends were
everybody was dressed up.
Yeah, pretty much everybody was dressed up besides like people in security. So I mean, like instantly you can kind of tell these people apart. It's
They're
kind
the
of
guys
like
that are straight edge. They got
you
that
guys
shit
are
right.
out of play. When it says security on your vest, you might be serious.
Yeah, but what if somebody was like tripping and they like saw the security guy and then thought that was their costume? Oh, you're security?
Hey man,
What's up, man?
I mean,
Dave.
by then he's probably cool too because I know that this is all camping trip. Everybody's trying to have a good time. Nobody wants anybody to get hurt or anything like that. You know, these are
crazy.
people that are just nice and it's a great festival. I mean, like I said, it's a bunch of people. It's like 5,000-6,000 people. It's a lot.
It looked pretty goddamn hype. Like it literally looked like a full on.
They let you camp right off the main stage. I mean, I didn't go and camp. I just went for a day trip.
Tents up right by the stage.
Like, all right, so there's like a little, you know, roundabout, like enough for like people get down and
Like
move.
weather kinda.
Yeah, like you know, there's so far back that they are like, no, you can't have your tents here.
Yeah.
But then they're right there, man. I mean, you could literally live right next to the main stage if you wanted to.
That's so crazy. Like I
You
can't
get there
even-
early enough, which I have past years, and you can camp right at the main stage. And then you're just main stage 24/7.
Yeah, I guess that would be kind of cool, but I mean, then you're getting a rude wake-up call if you're like sleeping and somebody decides they want to start testing their fucking instruments. or
Hey
something.
man, you don't.
But that's
It's
the-
hard to sleep at these things. You know, there's so many people everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I would
People are
sleep.
up all night. I mean, it's.
I'm too old for those kind of things anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can't really be doing all that shit.
Hey,
Yes,
my
I could,
my
but-
mom did it, so hey,
Yeah,
not
that's
this
what I mean. I
one,
could,
but she
but
vents
goddamn, I would be
festivals.
tired. I can guarantee you that. I would be one tired cat. Like, how about you, Jay? You think you're doing any festivals anymore? Maybe if you're recording them on the camera.
I think I probably got one more good one under my belt. Just crossed over 30, so I think I can hang in. A few festivals I did go to were early 20s.
Yeah.
Just running off young age.
Yeah.
But I probably.
That's when I was
Yeah,
doing
Chave.
them, like from like 15 to 20s.
I couldn't probably hang with the people that's there at the festivals these days.
Oh, not nowadays, dude. They're wild, dude. For
I
real.
catch myself get one
Wild.
30, 20.
Oh, I'm 7:30.
Oh, see, yeah.
I'm not even playing no more, dude. I mean, I usually don't fall asleep till like midnight, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Wake up every couple hours, but still, it's tired in the middle of the day shit now for me. Like you can tell, I'm hitting middle age. It is what it is. Life is what it is, but and so is the same thing. Like I have a Hulk Hogan trailer. I'm gonna play this again just because I'm so happy that they made a movie of it. So, if you could play that trailer for me again, Jay.
Hogan, what you gonna do? I'm the one that made wrestling as big as it is today. Fans drove me out of the WWF.
Was completely broken and destroyed, and I was lost.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain.
I've worked with the WWE for almost 30 years. Everything I've done, my whole career, my whole life, yeah, like I'd never existed.
Beneath the stain
Brother.
of time,
I'll be 102 years old, brother, by the time I step into the ring.
Party's over, Grandpa.
You are someone else. I am still right here. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I will keep myself. I would find a way.
Hogan, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so like that's actually going to be like him playing his real life.
That definitely looked interesting. I would definitely watch that.
Yeah.
That looked pretty cool. That's like a documentary. That's like right up my alley.
That's what I mean. Like, and for him to do it, that's almost like writing an autobiography or whatever.
Before you die.
Yeah. Well,
Which most of these things, you know.
Yeah. Like, it's pretty cool. Like that he can actually play that kind of part, and that they actually like allow him to do that. That's what I find incredible. But like the things he's doing now, like I said, he's doing some kind of midget wrestling league thing. It was on the YouTube video something. I believe.
I gotta see this. This sounds way
Like,
too interesting
I'm
at
gonna
itself.
have to find it, like, and because I don't have it right now. We only have like 3 minutes, but
That is what it is. It sounds
yeah,
good.
Yeah, Jay, can you see if you can find that maybe? Hulk Hogan midget wrestling. I can't find it.
Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah, but he's got some kind of midget wrestling league thing.
They need a
And I
preview
used
video
to
of
love
that.
that
Can we see this on Amazon? Can you prime this?
Micro championships.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's 3 years ago. Micro.
Yeah, oh, that's from 3 years ago. Okay.
I got the 2 videos.
Micro.
5 years and 3 years old.
Yeah, it must have just been something he did to try to keep himself in or whatever.
They call him Micro.
Hulk Hogan Micro Championships.
You got to see the cage though. The ring is like really small.
Do you want to play the video?
Yeah. I'll play it.
Go ahead.
Well, hold on. Let me download it first.
Like, yeah. That's crazy. Oh, it's MCW too.
What's up?
Oh,
Dave?
wait, no, it's not MCW. It's not the Maryland Championship.
Oh,
It's,
great show on
like,
earth.
great.
Oh, it is. It totally is. What?
Yeah, like that. He's gonna play the video.
Hulk
here in
Hogan
just a
put his
second,
name on this?
Yeah, I guess, dude. It says. Unless
All
they
right, we gonna
just
watch
used
this.
that to like whatever.
Here you go, people. I couldn't believe it.
No,
You-
he
you
actually
go
did it
believe
because he did a promo for it. I see.
Y'all ready? Yeah. The biggest little show on earth. MCW. Let go.
Always ready to grow, no matter the cost. Maybe small, but we standing tall. Can't be stopped cause I give it my all. Come with everything you got, you can plot, but I will not fall. We the toughest, the baddest, the meanest. You know what it is when I step into your arena. You already know this means war. What we tell this means war. Here we go. Who you mad at? Hope it ain't me. Honestly, that's a win that you can't see. Bulldozing everything in my pathway. Take names, kick butts, no ashtray. Make them respect my midget. Outer appearance is small, but my ego is vicious. You better come correct.
So yeah, at least we know it existed.
Yeah,
It's
that-
crazy they did a venture like that. Like I can't even believe that. But so anyway, I thank everybody for watching all that stuff. Jay, thank you for your help. Butter,
Thank you
as
guys
always.
for
Thank you
having
for being
me.
my friend. Thank
Yeah,
you for
it's
being here
cool.
with me.
Thank
Appreciate
you for being
it.
my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Definitely. So anyway, this has been RD McLeaf. We thank you. We're out.
See ya.